phone would typically come in contact with, maybe in your pocket. Starting with loose change, which is the most common. Then we have a key, which is also pretty common. And then we have a knife just to test the limits. So let's start with the change. I'm going to start by just taking some out and scratching against the phone. And then I'm going to put it in the bag and shake it up afterwards. So I'm using a little bit of force here. I'm not just rubbing it on. So there's the back. And I don't think this is going to do anything to the front, to be honest. Also, I don't suggest you put change and your phone in the same pocket. Alright. So that should about do for the change. And I'm going to bring the phone up to the camera and see how it went. As you can see, the back is basically fine apart from some scratches on the antenna that can probably be wiped off if you try hard enough. No visible scratches on the aluminum itself. And then on the front, also no visible scratches. So the coins did not do any real damage. Alright, so now we're going to move on from the coins to keys. This is going to have a little bit better chance of scratching the back. I still don't think it's going to do anything to the front. So let's start scratching. I am applying a lot of force actually. Much more than will be in your pocket, but again, it's kind of simulating, say if you sat on them with your keys or something like that. I want to get the antennas because that's what showed up with the coins. So applying a lot of force. Alright, that's the back, and then the front. Yeah, it's not doing anything to the front, but the front usually doesn't take as much damage from scratching. Anyway. Alright, so as you can see on the back, there are some visible scratches that are not actually able to be wiped off, so you will have some scratches from keys. You can see them a lot better from that angle. You can't just wipe them off, which I thought you would be able to. So keys did do some damage to the back. But then moving over to the front of the screen, you can see just kind of some marks, but it's all wipeable. So the front is perfectly fine, but the keys did do some damage to the back. Alright, so moving on from the realistic items, I want to test the limits of this iPhone and see if this Kershaw knife can do any damage to the front of the display. I'm almost 100% sure it will damage the back. So let's try it out. Also, if you're doing this, be very careful. I already cut myself trying this, actually just unboxing the phone, so be careful, knives are sharp. So this is just a medium amount of force, really not that much. I am using the tip of the knife, which is going to be a lot sharper. This is a relatively new knife as well. This is a bit lighter. And then I'll do one with a lot of pressure. Alright, you could hear how much that scratched it. So let's try the front of the display. I'm applying a lot of pressure there and really not getting results. I'm going to do one with a lot of pressure. I don't think I can put any more pressure than that on the front, so let's see how it did. Alright, so the phone definitely did not fare too well. You can see that very deep scratch right in the middle there. And you can also see all the cross and the scoring. It looks like somebody went at this with a knife, which is exactly what happened. So the back did not withstand it, but the front did a very good job. I don't think there are any visible scratches. Let me just wipe it off with my thumb. Yeah, there's no visible scratches on the front. So the front is resistant to all three items, which is actually kind of surprising. And then the back, kind of unsurprisingly, did not fare as well. Obviously, the knife was able to make some deep cuts in the back, but all the items, including the knife, were not able to affect the front of the screen. I consider that a well-built, at least well-built enough phone. A little disappointed the keys were able to scratch up the back a little bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more iPhone and other tech content. And as always, stay classy.